right, good afternoon, Wing. It's Colonel Perron and Chief Reiter here with you today for our Peggy Podcast.
Number 10, Peggy Podcast.
Wow, I can't believe it's number 10 already, Chief. And I can't believe we're getting ready to close out 2023. It doesn't seem possible.
It has flown by. Absolutely crazy that we're looking at December.
Yeah, it's been a great year. I'm really excited for this UTA that we have coming up. December is one of those drills that I look forward to every year. It's a way for us to look back and reflect on all the tremendous accomplishments that this wing has made throughout the calendar year.
Yeah, and it's a great UTA weekend to spend time with our members of the unit and spend some time with our families, bring them here on base. So really looking forward to that, and it was nice closing out a busy month in November. So
yeah, before we get into the December drill and what that looks like, I want to take a few minutes just to highlight and talk about what we did accomplish in the month of November. So I know our November UTA has shaped up to be our annual block training UTA, and I was really impressed with the amount of work, AFSC training, as well as readiness items that the wing was able to accomplish over the November UTA.
Absolutely. We changed the format to a 2-day footprint, really looking at trying to maximize how much training we can do in a UTA weekend. Really was our MSG, CE, and wing staff that kind of went through that and really got a lot of training out there. So looking forward to see how our numbers have jumped up for readiness, but we've hearing the feedback, our airmen got a lot done in a short amount of time, and hopefully that opens up some time throughout the year to focus on AFSC training and getting after those other readiness items.
Yeah, I want to thank Major McCarthy for heading up our block training schedule and putting that plan together. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of moving pieces, but the feedback that I've received throughout the wing has been positive. But I would ask for our members out there, I can't talk to you all, and Chief and I try to get out there, but if you do have any feedback about how we can improve our block training, we're always looking to make improvements. So please get that to your supervisors, get it to Major McCarthy so that we can improve when we offer block training this spring.
Absolutely. The next schedule is in April, and we're really focusing on our units that are going to be affected by the AFRIGEN cycle. So looking forward to that. We need your help.
Great. I know, Chief, you and I and 25 others from the wing got a tremendous opportunity to go down and see our basic military training, BMT, down at Lackland Air Force Base back in the early part of November.
Yeah, what a great experience. So big shout out, thank you to Master Sgt. Kelsey Hannafin and Master Sgt. Derek Freelove for all their planning they put into it. We brought a jet down to Lackland, and we're able to get behind the scenes access to the Airmen's Run, to the coining ceremony, and to the graduation ceremony. And if you haven't been to BMT in the last 5 years, it's completely different than what we've all experienced. It was a great way to bring all of our members down there, let them see what our airmen go through now, let them experience the changes, and really a great way to get inspired and motivated. And as you stand out in front of 788 airmen, if that doesn't re-blue you and motivate you, there's probably not on this world that would.
Yeah, it's one of those events that we pre-COVID tried to do as a wing and use it as a professional development opportunity. And we want to get back into those focused areas. And I know that experience, for me, it had been 29 years since I'd been to BMT. What an eye-opener, and extremely proud of the product that our basic military training is producing. And I know from the wing standpoint, we've been producing some really high-caliber airmen out of BMT.
Absolutely. Looking at our unit the last year, we've sent down 23 members who graduated from BMT. 9 of those were honor graduates with 1 top graduate. So we're looking at about 39% of our members that graduate basic training are an honor grad or higher. And that compared to the Air National Guard average of 11%, this unit's really going down and really exceeding the standards down there. And so big shout out to our intro program, Master Sgt. Detrude, for really setting up our members, for success right out the gate. So great program. And looking forward to the same success next year.
Great. All right, and Chief, we're going to transition to our December UTA.
Yeah, we're looking forward to December. We got a not so busy drill. Normally I'm up here and I talk about a very packed schedule, but it's one of those drills where we really can take some time and spend some time with ourselves. So first few things I want to talk about is we still have our DOX survey out for the next few days, open until the 30th of November. So if you hear this the next day or two, please go out there and take that. We're always looking for feedback, always looking for ways to improve the unit. And then we also have our UEI survey, which is open through the drill and through the 31st of December. So 2 surveys active right now, looking for your feedback and looking for some information. Saturday's a pretty light day, so it's a great day to knock out at least the UEI survey and then go from there. Also wanted to spread some information. The Legacy EPR and OPR program completion date was extended from the 15th of November to the 31st of December. So it gives us a little extra time to knock out some of those old lingering evaluations that generally we're pretty good at, but we can always touch up a little bit there. So please spend some time on that as well. And then one of the other items we have out is we have the Best Warrior competition for 2024. Those applications are now open through the end of January. So if you're interested in competing, we're allowed to submit 1 airman and 1 NCO to compete against the Army. We generally do very well in this competition, and we're proud of our folks in the past. So if you have any questions, please come see me, or you can go see Tech Sergeant Connor Cuneo as well. He was a participant last year, and we can give you some information. The biggest thing I always tell folks is if you're planning on competing in that, you need a good sponsor the whole way through. They will be not competing with you, but they'll be there next to you the whole time. So some great opportunities out there, looking for some feedback and looking for some help. Like I said, the Saturday of the UTA is actually very light, so please focus on readiness items, focus on your AFSC training and any other issues you need to take care of. And then we roll right into Sunday, which is our Wing Commander's Call starting at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. As I said earlier in the podcast, it's a way for us to reflect on the accomplishments of not only the Wing throughout the year, but from our individual award winners. So it's going to be a great morning. Starts at 10 o'clock over at Hangar 254, and we're going to keep it to an hour, Chief.
Always an hour.
Always an hour. So that will be from 10 to 11, and then after that, we're going to give time back to the squadrons. So you can go out and do your potlucks in your individual squadrons. And then we have something big planned for that afternoon.
Absolutely. It's our second year of hosting the Winter Carnival, and we have a guest speaker today on the Peggy Podcast to talk us through it. So Tech Sergeant Andrew Wahl from our wonderful medical group is going to talk to us about the Winter Carnival, the second annual Winter Carnival.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks for having me today to get to share this info. So, like you said, Chief, Winter Carnival afternoon, it's going to start at 1300. And this is really an event for, I think, like you've both mentioned, time for our airmen to spend together, and especially with our families. Our families, I think, give a lot of time for us to be away, even if it's just a drill weekend. So this is a really great opportunity for the Wing to let them know how much we value what they sacrifice and what they give, and bring them into the fold with us for just making some fun holiday memories together. So 1300 it kicks off after the potlucks. It's going to be split this year between building 253, so the hangar, and building 149, which is the North Pole. So we have the Polar Express will be, again, shuttling families back and forth between the 2 locations. We just got a lot of cool stuff going on at both locations. This has been a really fun event to coordinate this year. We've got a lot of involvement across the Wing from all the groups, different squadrons. Mr. Crone's really helping us out with setting up the North Pole.
What kind of things can we expect at the North Pole?
So, at the North Pole, kids will be able to visit and have a request with Santa for what they would like for the holidays, of course. And then we've got cookie decorating. We've got light refreshments over there. So coffee, hot cocoa, stuff like that. We're going to have a professional photo booth set up over there, so families and friends and airmen can get together and take some pretty cool photos with a nice backdrop and props and all that. And then we're going to have some other pretty cool stuff set up. So in the hangar, we have about 17 booths that squadrons and groups have come together and created. They're all interactive booths, so some really cool experiences over there to be had, along with multiple vendors coming on base. So we have Wildlife Encounters will be doing a show, and that's going to kick off at 1400, as well as the New Hampshire SWAT team with a canine demo. So that should be pretty cool. I think their subject's going to be dressed up as the Grinch. And then also we have a tree raffle. So another opportunity. We were really grateful to have the New Hampshire MOF step up and bring us some Christmas trees that we can give to airmen and their families. So those will be raffled off. The tree raffle is at 1500, so we'll be announcing winners for that in the hangar at 253. And the trees will be picked up at 149 at the North Pole. So 30 trees, no cost for the raffle tickets, obviously. This is we're in the spirit of giving.
Well, Sergeant Wahl, thank you so much for spearheading this event. Really looking forward to it. I know last year, positive feedback from not only our airmen in the wing, but their family members as well. And I can already tell that this event is going to exceed expectations. So thank you for your time and effort putting this together.
Yes, sir. Yeah, a lot of people have helped out with this. So.
Yeah, it's going to be great event, sir. I look forward to it.
I heard, Chief, there's some holiday cards too.
Yep, so we're bringing back the holiday card tradition. So by the front gate, before UTA, you should see all the squadron cards out there. So really looking forward to it. And I always think there's some fun and activity. So I know the wing staff has put together a great card. Looking forward to any other units that want to compete against us. So please bring your most creative cards, put them in the front gate. We really want to show our holiday pride. So. And sir, wrapping out the month, yeah, it's a pretty busy month. After the UTA, we roll into, a regular business. But on the 13th of December, we also have the New Hampshire National Guard Award Ceremony and birthday held on the 13th of December at the ECTC over in Pembroke, New Hampshire. So that event's being led by our very own Lieutenant Carano, where we get to re-highlight our annual award winners as well as the Army annual award winners as well. And then we normally celebrate the New Hampshire National Guard's birthday with the oldest and youngest member in the unit. So looking forward to that event. 13th of December. The event starts at 1600, but we're looking to get a Star-Based tour or Heritage Hall tour starting about 1 o'clock. So please keep your eye out for more information on that. And then to close out that week, we also have our squadron holiday celebrations as well. And it's also Dress Down Ugly Sweater Day. So a couple of good events throughout the year. And then the last thing I'll plug is in the January UTA, we're hosting the First Sergeant Symposium. So we're looking to get about 50 of our NCOs to go through this program to be certified as an undershirt or an additional duty first sergeant. What we do is we host it over the UTA weekend. It's led by our first sergeants. If you're interested in that, see your first sergeant, get your name in there. You don't have to be an undershirt. It's another opportunity for some professional development to understand what our first sergeants do, understand the resource that is out there for them. It's hosted right here on base. You don't need to bring anything but a positive attitude.
Great. Thanks, Chief. Well, I know as we close out 2023 and we look ahead to 2024, your squadrons and your groups have put together tremendous annual plans with, again, the focus on readiness. So as a wing, we're going to continue to make sure that you all are ready to go when called upon. So that will remain our focus area, readiness. As we look to AFRIGEN and what that looks like for the wing, we know we have folks that are scheduled to deploy next year. From our ops and maintenance squadrons, and we also know that the following year we're going to be going back into our RCP bucket.
Absolutely, and sir, we currently have 4 people deployed right now. So, as you spend your time with your families and friends, remember that we have 4 of our members overseas right now, 3 from the medical group, 1 from wing staff. So please keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and if you can, reach out to them, make sure they're doing well.
Great. Well, thanks, Chief. I appreciate all the work that the wing is doing. And Sergeant Wahl, thanks for being our guest speaker today, and really looking forward to this weekend.
Live free or die.